What's up, guys? Kingsley Peace right here, and it's been an awesome week so far. Right, I picked up something from church I would like to share with you. Let me just pull that up real quick, and I'll read it as I wrote it down. Okay, so in church it was said that the understanding of God comes from knowing His Word and your fellowship to and with His Word. Okay, your fellowship to and with His Word. So quite shortly I will let you understand a little bit more about what the Bible is trying to tell us there. Okay, let me just pull this up and slide this away and move this here and push that here, and there we go. Awesome. So understanding God cannot be without His Word, or understanding God can also not be without fellowship with His Word and to His Word. So the difference between to His Word and with His Word is that, it's technically because of the preposition. Yeah, the preposition right there, to and with. All right. To His Word gives us the implication that the act being performed there is one that focuses on should I say submission, allegiance, and obedience, right? It focuses on those, spectrums. It focuses on those spectrums. However, with His Word, usually we look at it from an interactional, relational, standpoint. Okay, so how do you understand God if you don't interact and if you don't build a relationship with Him? And His knowledge is in His Word. Don't forget, in the last video we got to understand the knowledge of God and the will of God. So in his Word you would find His knowledge. All right. And so if you don't interact, if you don't build a relationship with His Word, you are not able to come to the full knowledge of whom God is. And if you are not, in fellowship to His Word, meaning in submission and allegiance and obedience to that Word, you do not receive the full blessing from having come to know God. Are you getting the difference here? All right. So I want to also point out something, that is there anyone at all whom you have ever known or worked with and didn't bother to discover more about that individual? No, there is no one, because for you to go into greater depths in terms of your knowledge with an individual, you will have to spend time with that individual. You have to research about that individual. You have to read autobiographies, biographies, excerpts. You have to just research and put yourself out there. And so that's what it is. If you want to understand God, you have to take that time to know Him. You have to take that time to commune with Him. You have to take that time to love Him, to fellowship with Him. That is how you understand Him. There are many people in this life that have questions for God. Honestly, they have big questions, mind-blowing ones, some controversial, some very thought-provoking. However, all those answers can be gotten because God has put everything you so want to find out about Him in His Word. All right, but they are not willing enough to give God the time, and they are also not willing enough to discover God in depth. And so they raise up a blockade in their mind and say, based on my experience, I've come to the conclusion that God does not exist. Come on, give me a break. You can't say based on your experience, because everybody's experience differs. Are you getting my point? Everybody's experience is different, and your experience can be false. Your experience can be, can be hijacked. Are you getting me? So you cannot say based on your experience, because experience does not make it full truth. Experience does not make it ultimatum, like an ultimate truth or something. No, experience means that there was truth, and this was how you either interpreted the truth, or this was how the truth played out to you. Are you getting me? So it could be probably because of how you interacted and interpreted that truth, or looking at other third parties or other external factors that affected what the interpretation of the truth was when it came to you. Are you seeing the difference here? And so knowing and understanding God cannot be without His Word, and cannot be without fellowship to and with His Word. You must do this hand in hand to come to the full understanding and the full knowledge of God. Don't slack, because the world is an evil place, and we cannot win, neither can we attain what we want to attain without understanding God. To know God is to love Him, and to love Him is to make time for Him. All right. God bless you. Kingsley Peace right here. See you later. Bye.